Waxahachie Amateur Radio Club, September 4th, 2025. Club meeting.
All right, boys and girls, let's get started. Let's get started. Tom's got to get to bed, so let's get started. Right?
I do. I got to work.
You got to work tomorrow. He's a working stiff. We'll call this meeting to order. Randy, I can't remember. Did we even have a meeting last? Tell us what we did.
I think so, but I did minutes so long ago. I don't remember.
Tell us what we did.
The minutes of the August 7th meeting. Meeting was called to order at 6:30 p.m. Minutes were read and approved. Financials were read and approved. We had a discussion of raising the yearly dues to help cover rising expenses, and looking for other options of raising funds for the club as well. We put a note in the newsletter and have been collecting said dues. It was noted that Ray would be receiving, and did receive, the Wright Brothers Master Pilot Award for 50 years of safe flight. That was on August 9th. We did our club picnic on August 10th. We did Wings and Wheels on the 22nd, 23rd, and the Festival of Races on August 30th. Reports forthcoming. Still looking for volunteers for the after-school activity, see Gordy, and volunteers for running programs for the club meetings in November and December. Bob presented information on SDR, software-defined radio, which was pretty cool. The President's Challenge was won by Lee, who talked to Brazil. Gordy reported that meteor scatter has been good on 6 meters, and Mike was going to put up a digipeater for APRS. Bob was going to retire. Gordy was motioned, appointed as the new repeater trustee in his place, and that was all passed, and that's why the minutes were done so long ago. Gordy reported that he also had acquired a new equipment rack and had tested the batteries up at the repeater site. They're dead and will need replacement or replacements. And we motioned and passed for Gordy to purchase said needed batteries. Jordan has been working with Amber on the website transition, and we did a presentation on the SDR site that Bruce has. The information is in the minutes. It's really cool to look up. Meeting was adjourned at 7:31 p.m.
Thank you, Brandy. Do we have a motion to approve the minutes?
Motion.
Okay, Tom motioned. It's like an auction. Second over here. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Thank you. Thank you, Brandy. Lee, come on up here and tell us how much money we got in the checking account. I'll have you talk later.
There's one right there.
Okay, whatever you want to do. Okay, that'd be fine. There you go. Go ahead. You're on.
Yeah, hi everybody.
Hola, senor.
I'm on the hot seat now, right? I'm the money guy. Wow, if I'm not careful here, I'm going to close that.
Oh.
There we go, yay. All right, so Bob Benerick, he pays, I paid him for the phone bill, to run the repeater, 50/50, it was $27, Bill Enders, $30 in dues, Brian Polk, $20 in dues, and then the Vets Picnic, the cost for the meet, and that was $90. So, that kind of gives you, it wasn't much of a month as far as in and out. Ending bank balance is down here, $2,907.15.
I can't hear him.
So, next page.
Lee, we can't hear you back here.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you, sir.
I'll talk louder. Is that
Thank you,
loud
sir.
enough?
Don't we have a PA microphone that we could
Yeah,
use?
we do, someplace.
We'll show them how to run it.
We'll never figure out how to turn it on.
That's just that switch. I just missed it last time.
Which switch?
It's on the microphone.
Yeah, Jordan fixed it last time. He's ready.
He's perfectly capable.
Volunteering me for shit. You do that all the time. There you go.
You wanna know why? Because you're a fixer.
You are.
You have a gift. Mike,
Test.
we're gonna change your call.
Test.
There you go.
Get rid of
Test.
that.
Can you hear it?
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Someday maybe.
Thank you.
Someday maybe.
Just like on the air, you gotta hold up to your mouth.
Look at that, there's a speaker shaking.
Well, the speaker cord was underneath the leg of that stand.
Turn the microphone.
There you go.
No, okay. Thanks,
Thank you,
Gordon.
Jordan.
I don't need to be that loud.
Yeah, you do.
Lee,
Yeah.
hold it up closer.
Closer.
Yes, thank you.
Oh. Well, you know, the thing is I have a mic in my shack, and I don't have to be right up next to it, so that's...
Well, get used to that one.
Okay, all right.
You have to eat those.
I'll have to make believe
The elders
that...
are speaking.
What kind of mic is it you have in your shack? A Heil? Oh, sure.
It is not a Heil, it's an Icon.
Oh, it's Nikon.
Yeah, I like it. So anyway, the one thing that you missed, well, the important thing that you missed is the total in our bank account is $2,907.15, and that was on the previous page. So anyway, this shows, so the way this works, okay, so we just had August, so all those figures that were on the first page, those are the totals all the way across. So the total income was $77 and the expense was $113.70. And the other page was the detail. So anyway, but here's where we're at. $12.61 of income for the year. So it's
That's
good that some of you are starting to pay dues. I mean, we're not running out of money yet, but we're not, I just received a bill for $450 for rent of the storage. I paid that. We've got tower rent coming. Seems like there's something else out there.
Well, Lee, are these projected costs?
Oh no, these are actuals. So what?
We haven't done anything December yet. How do you know?
Well,
that?
December 0.
See it across, you see it? Serial, all the way across.
Excuse me.
Well, you gotta keep me honest. So, anyway, yeah, we gotta fill in the blanks there, yeah. So anyway, at the end of the year, we'll have a whole year summary, which will be helpful. You kind of know exactly where we're at. Last year, the way it appeared is that we were just treading water, okay? So we want to do better than that. So we need to come up with ideas on how to, improve our balance sheet. We need to figure out how we can lower expenses, and we need to figure out how to bring in more money. So what I'd like you to do for next meeting is bring an idea, and we'll write up, maybe Lynn can bring if you got some kind of a board or something you can bring, or...
Yeah, I've got a couple of 2x4s.
Okay, I was thinking of a tripod, but you do have one.
I'll have something here.
Okay, all right, and then we can write those ideas on it.
Yeah, and this is pretty serious because we can't just keep spending money and not taking it. It's like your own checkbook. We're not the federal government, so,
Well, they spend our money anyway.
yeah.
They just print more money, but we might go to jail for that. So.
Hey man, what about the people that do that, the graphics company? They give us a break on t-shirts and have our logo put on and
That's what we want you to do next meeting is bring ideas.
all right.
No idea is a bad idea, but we got to figure out a way to make more money, and we got to figure out a way how to maybe cut expenses. One of the things that Lee and I and Gordy, we want to probably recruit you. We've got about $11,000.
Gordy didn't know that.
About $11,000 worth of equipment. A lot of it's in the storage shed. We don't use most of it. What are we going to do? And then
Sell it.
And do we need a storage shed if we get rid of a lot of? I mean, just bring your ideas because we got to figure it out, and we will.
Well, what kind of equipment?
Everything. I mean, there's a 2-meter cavity in there. There's transceivers. There's power supplies. There's a lot of stuff.
Aluminum pole.
Aluminum poles. So
The
It's stuff we never
situation,
use.
the situation was in the past, all that stuff's in the storage shed was, all members maintained all that stuff and kept it.
Yeah.
So we didn't have to have a storage shed. I don't know who started the storage shed.
I think the storage shed started because we were keeping it in.
We sold the
No, it wasn't the trailer that it was in though, it was in somebody's basement, I think Walt's for a while.
Who's,
It was in Dwayne's.
It was in Dwayne's.
Dwayne's, but we
Dwayne
did.
had it,
But I think before that it was in Walt's, but at some point in time, it was decided that if it was in somebody's personal space and they weren't home and we needed it, it would be harder to get to. So we went to a more public, stored it in the trailer for a while, and then when the trailer,
maybe we ought to research cheaper storage facilities.
I think there's more in town, and so
Yes,
there might
there are
be
more.
someplace that is less expensive now. I think when we first found it, there was
There's a
very
lot of them
little.
around.
There were, but there were very little open, so we took what we could get, so they.
But also there's a
Demand-
huge
I-
demand
law-
for storage.
yeah.
And when there's a huge
Building them
demand.
But they're
uh,
building a lot of them right now too.
We'll figure it out. What?
When we originally got where we're at for the storage, we had a trailer. And the reason that we got it there was because they had a fence around the place, no secure. We don't have that anymore.
Yeah. Like I said, bring your ideas next week. This is just kind of a,
Yeah, I stored that trailer in my yard for 15 years.
do we have a motion to approve the financial report? That would
I'll
be,
support.
That would be,
Anybody?
who was
The
it?
guy who just volunteered for something.
Okay, that would be Gordy. Second is Keith. All in favor? Opposed? Thank you, it's passed. Thank you. Okay. Where do I put my stuff? My report. First of all, Wings and Wheels. I think it went well. Keith, what do you think?
I thought this year the event itself was the best organized and run event. The people that are coming and going, I think it was smoother operation for them. The only problem was at 6 o'clock in the morning, it was pouring down rain, and that stopped by 7, but then the ceilings were still low. So from a transient aircraft perspective, we only got 3 aircraft that flew in. But we still had a good attendance. We had about 1,500 people, where last year we had about 2,000. But it was by no fault of anybody and what we had set up. But it was really, I think, with all the rain or the weather.
Yeah. We had an estimated 150 real person contacts, not just walking past, but people that stopped at our booth for the club to talk, to inquire. We handed out 75 Morse code name tags, mostly to kids, but it's amazing how many adults wanted them. We had 5 requests, real requests for licensing information, and where can I take a test, and what do I have to do, and we're following up on those. So from our perspective, it was a real success too. You need to start tomorrow working on your ugliest project for the January meeting. Don't wait until January. Start working on it. It doesn't have to be from scratch. It can be a kid. And let's see if we can really, we had about 6 last year. Let's see if we can do 10. We need volunteers to present programs for November and December. And you don't have to do it yourself. You can use a video, 20 to 25 minutes. Here's some ideas that have been raised in the past that we haven't had anybody do it. And NAJAP, I'm kind of looking at you.
I'm ignoring you.
How to contact the International Space Station. What do? How do you do it?
I got my idea from Tim.
Well, the 2 of you can do a presentation on it and show the rest of us how to do it. Someone wrote in and we had a survey, soldering 101, just basic soldering techniques, okay? You know, some of you have been doing it for years, some of you haven't at all. Raspberry Pi for beginners, for hams, you know?
I'm going to be doing something on Raspberry Pi in October.
Oh, you're going to do that? Okay,
Yeah,
well, good. Also, just kind of a report to tag on to Lee's report, you might have noticed the $90 expense for the Veterans Park. I thought the Veterans Park was great. I was first told it was $10 a table, and remember I said, don't use too many tables? Well, then they tack on a $50 restroom cleaning fee. $90 on our budget is tough, so we might want to be thinking of even another place, unless you, one idea was, let's make it a donation, individual donation, and we'd probably come up with more than $90, I don't know. So,
What did we have to pay in Marion?
35.
We can go back to Marion.
Yeah.
Leroy is free.
Leroy's free.
There's a pavilion in Leroy that's free.
There we go.
Sure.
I will check on the pavilion in the Misaki County.
Yeah, I think this is just another case, if we can figure out, if we can save a few bucks, you know, let's do it. Also, Phil, you've got an announcement.
Oh.
Come on up here, use this so Bob can hear you.
Not me, it's Jeff. Jeff's the one that's hard of hearing.
What? Old bullshit. What? Huh? He says, huh?
Huh? No, that's my line.
Pick it up closer.
Whenever my wife talks to me, I say, huh? Because even the hearing aids don't translate that well. Anyhow, I've only got 32 seconds. He gave me 2 bonus seconds. I'm going to go down to the great the Grand Rapids Hamfest, and I would, if anybody's interested, you can ride along. I don't need gas money. I just would like to have someone to talk to keep me awake on the drive down there. It only runs from 8 a.m. to noon, so I'm inclined to want to get out of here about 6:30. You can park at my house. It's an hour-and-a-half drive. But I'd love to have someone to go. Yes.
This Saturday.
This Saturday?
This Saturday.
It's a good one.
$8 admission. Pretty cheap.
How much admission?
$8.
And we've always been $5?
Yeah, we need to look at that too.
Yeah, I think we need to raise ours.
So where is it at?
Grand Rapids, it's on.
Homeschool building.
Old homeschool
I'll be
building.
there.
Actually, in Wyoming.
Wyoming.
Yeah. But I've used up my 32 seconds.
Well, that's okay. Yeah, see Phil during the break if you want to get your ride down there.
Yeah.
Okay, club activities, they're the same as they have been.
No, there's a change.
Where?
10 meter net, no, is not on Tuesday nights anymore, it's on Wednesday nights,
Oh,
same
okay.
time.
Just a second. Wednesday.
Frequency's still the same, right?
What, 8 o'clock?
8 o'clock,
Wednesday.
Wednesday instead of Tuesday.
Okay, net controls are all set, but we really need an October 2, and then at that meeting we'll fill in the rest of them. Who would like to run the net October 2, our first? Okay, thank you, Mike.
Liam,
Yes.
I've got September 18th, and I thought I could swing it, but that's my wife's birthday, so.
You better get somebody else.
I can take that.
Van, okay.
Right?
Right.
Everybody else all set? Old business. Tom, give us a little report how
Does everybody know about the handy hams?
No.
Does anybody know about the handy hams?
well, that's for handicap hams, right?
Handicap hams, and a friend in the Granville area, Tom Baylor, KB8TYJ, told me about, he sent an email talking about the handy hams. There's a QSO party on September 5, which is what, tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
From 2100 Zulu to, well, anyhow,
When it ends.
it's there. And also, it gives the frequencies that they'll be operating on. And if anybody wants to read it, they can. Anybody want it right now?
Yeah, please just pass it around, that's a great
If
idea.
you want to write the information down, go ahead.
Thank you.
Take a picture with your phone.
And if you really want me to, I could forward the email.
Hate to pick on you. Any update on the new website?
Not yet.
Yeah, I noticed you've been having trouble getting the
Trying.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Let's take a 10.
Set up on a tripod, and that's what I recorded this with. It's pretty spectacular, cell phones nowadays, really produce great video. I understand even Androids do.
What do you mean by that, Bob?
I think that was quite clear about
Oh, okay, okay.
It's folded. What's an Android?
Yeah, that's what
It's an Android.
that. Have you ever heard the term poke the bear?
Is that what aliens
There you
use?
go.
And I wouldn't want a phone with fruit
Yeah.
on it anyway.
Yeah.
This is about 8 minutes long, approximately. What I thought was so amazing with all this going on, that the babies and little kids, they just seemed to absorb it all, didn't they? Did you notice any problems?
Well, they warned people before the thing too. If you're, you got a dog that doesn't like loud sounds and stuff. In years past, we've had some people complain that their kids got scared.
It's not like you didn't tell them though.
How many gallons of gasoline?
35.
35 gallons of gasoline.
You'll see it in a little bit.
Yeah, you'll see it in a little bit.
Wow,
That's just a baby.
that's a good one. How many gallons on that one?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. That may have been part of the 35, but
Yeah.
it's probably.
Which plane are you flying, Les?
I don't know, I can't tell from here. It was electric, it was blue in color, it was F4F Wildcat. No, that's the Corsair.
What do they make it explode like that?
It's just a charge, like, he's doing it by remote
Tannerite?
control. No, it's like fireworks stuff.
Oh.
Explosions.
Oh, that's cool.
And he's got a metal pipe, the charge is down the bottom and then he blows it.
That's cool. Do you put the gasoline in the pipe too?
Yeah.
We used to do that at 55-gallon drums of JP4. Use quarter pound of C4 to touch it.
What were you blowing up?
We can make sure that will keep doing that shit that place.
Oh my
We
God.
provide the good explosions.
Nobody would.
That got that young guy's attention, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. That's cool.
I think the kids just loved it. I think the adults liked it too.
I'm gonna start doing that for fireworks.
The idea of the planes flying around is a mock
Across
battle.
the street from it.
I'm sure you see that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Wonder
where's
what
the
you use to
aircraft
produce
at?
that.
Yeah, put a Seawist up there.
So you guys have people, you don't have technical.
Did they have the jet out there this time?
2 of them.
So, that's cool, that's cool.
The guy stands out there with us that's putting those off, and,
What's that?
I was just saying the guy was standing next to us that's blowing those off.
Keyboard or something that,
No, it's remote control,
oh,
wireless.
no kidding.
There's a master control lock with wires going out to all the charges. And it's a receiver, and then he's got a transmitter.
Oh, that's cool, it's cool.
But, he's telling us I need a low pass.
I've never seen it on a big screen like this. I'm really amazed at the
Gordy, let's do that in the
quality it was.
That's cool, man. Oh, that's cool. You let me know. You know,
Oh, the Cadillac Gary Mahler's Society, how many hams are in there?
I was gonna bring
You, me,
out
Tim,
when I took my daughter out to
Ken,
just now.
Rich, and Lee.
Probably close to 10.
There were a bunch of us.
You can buy them exploding targets too at Dunham's. That's cool. Yeah. That's what sell it by 8-pound blocks. There's only 60 bucks. Yeah.
Fun to shoot them babies.
Heck yeah. You that close to Joe?
Oh, yeah. Joe's close enough to the front door and something.
Oh,
That's cool.
I saw a video where a guy blew one up inside the refrigerator.
And the door came at him?
Yeah.
I saw that too. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
That the big one?
Yeah, that's cool.
I got a sunburn from that one.
Where are you at there?
You see that little white stand just to the left of that person that's standing up?
Yep.
That's about how close I was. We were further down.
Yeah.
Last year I
You were right here,
so I could see it, and I was out at the street, and I could feel the heat out of the street.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this is pretty much the end of it here.
We take.
Right over there is Lee's wife,
Two-thirds of
Les's
the way
wife,
out.
and your sister there too?
Put a C4 charge in there in a
I'm in the far left, Bob.
duct tape, sit on the
I'm
bag.
in the far left.
Right in the military.
Yeah. Right a little bit.
We just put it in a right position.
Oh, that's your head?
Yep.
That's your
We
wife?
use electronic squibs for
Okay.
everything.
Yeah.
All right, that's all.
Put them in there and it was the same thing, only ours was all hardwired.
Yeah.
And we was far into the runway and we were getting cues from the pilots. as we're listening to
Jack,
on the
good job,
aircraft.
good job.
That's how we set the wall. We had to put 80 feet apart going down the runways.
We'll make an executive decision. The video we were gonna show is 25 minutes long, so we're not gonna show it. But I've got a bonus video for you, and then we'll adjourn.
Thank you, Bob.
Thanks, Bob.
This is just for fun.
712.
Let's see if this is the bonus.
But we simulated bombing Tokyo when we had a water tower, we blew the leg out from under it to fall down.
20 famous ham radio operators. Yuri Gagarin, UA1 LO. John Scully, K2 HGP. Andy Thomas, VK5 MIR. Tim Allen, KK6 OTD.
Ham radio is heavily regulated by the FCC, the same people who censor network television but not cable. So drug dealers and murderers become...
Juan Carlos, EA0 JC. Marlon Brando, F05 GJ. Priscilla Presley, NY6 YOS. Dr. Joe Taylor, K1JT. Bob Hale, K9EID. Jet Jurgensmeyer, KE0UWZ. Sir Cliff Richard, W2 JOF. Walter Cronkite, KB2 GSD. King Hussein of Jordan, JY1. Herman Munster.
I've always wanted a ham radio set.
Dick Smith, VK2 DIK. Joe Walsh, WV6 ACU. Paddy Loveless, KD4 WJ. Doug Wheelock, KF5 VOC. Chris Hatfield, KC5 RNJ. 20 famous ham radio operators. Yuri Gagarin, UA1 LO. John Scully, K2 HEP. Andy Thomas, VK5 MIR. Tim Allen, KK6 OTD.
Ham radio is heavily regulated by the FCC, the same people who censor network television but not cable. So drug dealers and murderers become our heroes.
Juan Carlos, EA0 JC. Marlon Brando, F05 GJ. Priscilla Presley, NY6 YOS. Dr. Joe Taylor, K1JT. Bob Hale, K9EID. Jet Jurgensmeyer, KE0UWZ. Sir Cliff Richard, W2 JOF. Walter Cronkite, KB2 GSD. King Hussein of Jordan, JY1. Herman Munster.
I've always wanted a ham radio Radio
That's the
Sept.
best one.
Dick Smith, VK2,
That is the
DIK.
best one.
Joe Walsh, WV6, ACU. Paddy Loveless, KD4, WJ.
You know who Joe Walsh
Doug
is?
Wheelock,
That's
KF5, VOC. Chris Hatfield, KC5, RNJ. 20.
Yes.
All right, has anybody worked any of those?
I've worked Joe Walsh, K1JT, I had a skid, or K1JT, I had a skid with him. I had a skid with Bob Heil on 40. I worked King of Jordan in 86 or 87.
Way to
Got a
go.
car.
That's cool.
I worked Joe Walsh, and I was in King Hussein's shack.
Wow.
Who's Shaq?
King
King
Hussein.
Hussein. It was all Collins, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Before Dayton moved to Greene County, last year they were at Har Arena. Bob Heil has his booth there, and he's got several tables in the end of it so he can hold court. And Joe Walsh and Joe Taylor were there. And got to sit down and have coffee with these guys.
Wow.
Bob's always getting his 2 cents worth in because
You were there?
It is the Bob Show. Oh yeah.
Cool.
And so yeah, it was my son-in-law. I was having coffee with Joe Taylor, and he came up, and I says, "Mike, I'll let you meet Joe." And, this went on. He says,
That's cool.
Then he saw his name badge.
How did you happen to be in the King's?
It was one of my business things I had to do.
Speak up.
It was something for my business. I was doing a report on the Middle East, and I was in Jordan and all those places, and got a chance to. And his wife was the real treat, because Queen Noor was beautiful. She was the former Lisa Allaby. Her dad was the president of TWA. They were just.
Her dad was the president or what?
TWA, the old airlines.
Okay, cool.
All right, check out your tickets. Oh, question. Dick.
I worked Andy Devine, AM.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Jingles. He was on his way to the Playhouse up in Home Lake.
Very cool. All right.
Okay. Magic number, last 3 digits are 5, 8, 9.
Jeez. All right, meeting's adjourned.
Meeting adjourned. Thank you for watching and attending.
Well, you might fly, you can use it as wings and fly away.
No,